Have you ever found yourself in a toxic relationship, constantly seeking validation, feeling drained, and unsure of your own worth? The path of emotional healing is often difficult and unpredictable, but one of the most powerful decisions you can make is to implement no contact. It's not about games or manipulation. It's about asserting your self-worth and making a bold statement to yourself and others. The act of going no contact is transformative, challenging, and ultimately life-changing. But what does it mean to go no contact? And how can it lead to personal growth and emotional freedom? Let's explore this powerful journey and the steps that can guide you toward reclaiming your true self. The power of no contact. Imagine this. You've been caught in a cycle of toxic relationships, always chasing after someone else's approval or validation. You've tried everything, compromising, explaining, waiting, but nothing seems to work. Then comes the moment when you decide to break free. Going no contact is more than just walking away. It's about taking back control. It's not a childish game of ignoring someone to get their attention. It's a conscious, powerful decision to honor your own self-worth. At its core, the power of no contact is a declaration of independence. By cutting ties with someone who has continuously overlooked or mistreated you, you send a clear message that you will no longer tolerate being an option or an afterthought. This decision forces the other person to confront their own behavior and notice the absence that they took for granted. It's not about punishing them, it's about showing them and yourself that you deserve better. So why does no contact have such a profound effect? The answer lies in how it creates space for self-reflection and personal growth. It disrupts the pattern of dependency, allowing you to step back and reevaluate the dynamics of the relationship. But before you can embrace the freedom that no contact offers, you must navigate the emotional stages that come with this journey. Valuing self-worth, the decision to go no contact is an act of self-love, but it goes deeper than just cutting someone off. It's a process of shifting focus away from external validation and toward recognizing your own intrinsic value. Often, we measure our worth based on the attention, affection, or approval of others. This external validation becomes a crutch, one that prevents us from fully understanding our own value. Going no contact is a bold shift in perspective, where the emphasis is placed on self-recognition and self-respect, rather than seeking approval from others. When you choose no contact, you're asserting that you are not an option, you're a priority. You are no longer willing to tolerate being treated as second best. This decision redefines your self-worth, making it less reliant on others' opinions and more rooted in your own sense of who you are. It's about setting boundaries and standing firm in your belief that you deserve to be treated with respect and care. But what happens next? Once you make the decision, you begin to embark on a journey that will not only change how others see you, but more importantly, how you see yourself. The process of no contact, the process of going no contact, is not a one-time event. It is a series of emotional steps that require patience, resilience, and unwavering commitment to yourself. Each stage is essential for your growth, as it helps you build emotional strength and clarity. Reality check. The first step in the no contact process is the reality check. Initially, you may feel overwhelmed by the silence. The other person may not immediately react, and you may wonder if your decision was the right one. But it's important to understand that silence is a part of the healing process. The immediate lack of response is not a reflection of your decision, but rather a necessary step in breaking free from the cycle of emotional dependency. It's a reality check that reminds you that sometimes people don't change overnight, and that's okay. Doubt as the silence stretches on. Doubt often creeps in. You might question your decision. Should you reach out? What if they miss you? What if they don't even notice? These thoughts are natural, but they represent a critical moment in the process, the doubt stage. This is when you must affirm your decision and reaffirm your strength. Breaking silence is tempting, but the power lies in resisting that urge. By holding firm, you are proving to yourself that you are in control of your emotions and actions. The absence that you've created forces you to focus inward, and as you do, you start to build resilience. The breaking point is where things get tough. This is the stage where emotional turmoil peaks. You may experience loneliness, sadness, or even anger. But these feelings are all part of the healing process. The desire to reach out and break the silence may feel unbearable, but this is a necessary test. The breaking point is where you face your inner turmoil and choose not to give in. It's the final hurdle before you experience the profound emotional transformation that comes with no contact. It is, after all, the painful yet necessary stage of growth, acceptance, and rebuilding. Once you've endured the initial stages of silence, doubt, and emotional struggle, you reach the stage of acceptance. This is when you acknowledge the reality of the loss and make peace with it. No longer fighting against the absence, you begin to channel your energy back into yourself. Instead of focusing on what was lost, you start to embrace what you can now build. This is the moment when the true transformation begins. You are no longer stuck in the past. You are free to rebuild your life and focus on your personal growth. This is where your journey of self-discovery and empowerment truly takes off. The energy that was once spent on others can now be redirected towards self-improvement, self-care, and personal development. You begin to understand that the absence you once feared is actually the space in which you will grow and flourish. Reclaiming energy, one of the most powerful aspects of going no contact, is the ability to reclaim energy that was previously drained by the relationship. Emotional and mental resources that were once given to someone who took them for granted can now be invested in yourself. This shift is incredibly empowering. Instead of feeling depleted and uncertain, you feel renewed and energized. By focusing on self-care, hobbies, and building new routines, you begin to rebuild your sense of self-worth and confidence. You may rediscover old passions, learn new skills, or strengthen your physical health. The act of reclaiming your energy is not just about getting back what you lost. It's about becoming more than you were before. With each step, you grow more confident in your own ability to thrive independently. Becoming the best self, the ultimate goal of no contact, is not just to move on from the past, but to become the best version of yourself. As you work through the stages of no contact, you'll begin to realize that the true purpose of this journey is personal growth. No contact is a means to an end, not just the end of a relationship, but the beginning of a new chapter where you can build resilience, embrace challenges, and focus on becoming self-sufficient. This is the stage where you face the challenges of life with greater strength and confidence. You learn to depend on yourself for happiness, validation, and fulfillment. As you continue to grow, you build a life that is rooted in your own values, dreams, and goals. You stop looking for approval outside of yourself and start seeking satisfaction from within. The unforgettable transformation at the end of this journey, you emerge as a new person, stronger, more confident, and fully aware of your worth. This transformation makes you naturally magnetic and admirable. People are drawn to your newfound confidence, and you no longer rely on anyone else's acknowledgement to feel validated. You have learned to stand on your own 2 feet, and that self-assurance is your most attractive quality. You are unforgettable, not because you have sought attention, but because you have focused on becoming the best version of yourself. This self-assurance will radiate outward, making you not only more attractive to others, but also more resilient in the face of life's challenges. The impact of absence, interestingly, the absence created by no contact has a powerful impact on the other person as well. As you withdraw from their life, they are left with a void, an emotional space that they may begin to recognize and reflect upon. This absence forces them to acknowledge the value of the relationship, or perhaps to reconsider their own actions. But as important as this impact may be, it's crucial to remember that the absence is not meant to punish anyone. It is simply a byproduct of your decision to focus on yourself. The true purpose of no contact is not to make someone regret their actions, but to empower yourself and move forward with your life. Inner strength as the foundation of this entire process is inner strength. Going no contact is not about trying to change others. It is about affirming your own power, resilience, and self-sufficiency. It's about proving to yourself that you can thrive without needing anyone else to validate your worth. The power to heal, grow, and transform comes from within. And once you embrace that, you can navigate life with confidence and clarity. Community support and affirmations. While the journey of going no contact is deeply personal, it's important to remember that you are not alone. Many others have walked this path and can offer support and encouragement. Whether it's through online communities, support groups, or even close friends, sharing this journey can help reinforce your resolve and remind you of your inner strength. Affirmations like "I am stronger than this silence" and "I am unforgettable" are powerful tools for reminding yourself of your resilience. By repeating these affirmations, you reinforce the belief that you are worthy of love and respect. From yourself, moving forward, ultimately, the goal of going no contact is to live a fulfilling, purposeful life, independent of others' acknowledgement. It's about reclaiming your power, affirming your worth, and creating a life that is not defined by past relationships or the need for external validation. Through this journey, you become the best version of yourself, and that in itself is the greatest reward.